Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. So, on the table today, we have from Erie Island Coffee Company their signature blend. Now, I try and support local businesses as much as possible, or at least, small business. So, this is coming from Caruso's Coffee out of Cleveland, Ohio. So, very much north of me, but at the same token, still a nice small business here to take a look at. So their signature blend, equal parts Monsoon, Malabar, Costa Rican, Colombian, Vietnamese, and Sumatran, full and complex with almost no acidity, hints of cocoa, and a soft finish to make this a perfect dessert pairing. Okay. Affordable luxury to be enjoyed every day. So that sounds really interesting, and it's definitely a huge mix of different coffee beans there, which is fascinating. Oh, they even have brewing instructions. Huh. For the perfect cup, use cool, clean water. Recommend 2 rounded tablespoons. Huh. Are they trying to tell me to make a cold brew? Yeah, interesting. So, oh yeah, they have a little story too. Interesting. Let's go ahead and open this up. But it did sound good. This was at one of my local just supermarkets, and they've been doing a really nice job of bringing in just a bunch of different coffees, and I can really respect that. Now this is ground already, so I don't have to crack the beans. Okay. It has a nice smell to it. Yeah, it has a very nice smell to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this brewing, and then we'll try it, and we'll see if the signature blend holds up. All right, here we go. I think our coffee's had more than enough time to brew up properly. And let's see if Erie Island Coffee's signature blend is indeed a signature blend. Here we go. Okay. So this is fine coffee. I feel like it's not insanely unique, but it's kind of on the cusp in between like a nice medium roast and getting a little bit into a darker roast. It's not bitter. There's a little bit of an aftertaste to it. And it's not horrible, but it's a little bit of an aftertaste. You get some caramelization notes in there. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like a coffee that I would expect at like the best diner in town. And you know what? As it kind of lingers in your mouth, you do kind of get some of those chocolatey notes. And I bet you this actually would make an okay cold brew. It actually might be better as a cold brew. Because there is like an aftertaste that's sort of like a sweetness, probably from the kind of like caramel notes and the chocolate notes. I bet this would be a better cold brew than a hot coffee, if I'm being honest. This isn't bad. I agree with them. This is like an everyday coffee, but definitely better than, say, like your Folgers or Maxwell House or, the standard coffees that everybody buys in gigantic tins at every single convenience store in the country. So yeah, I would agree. It's a little bit of a cut above. I wouldn't say premium coffee territory, but it definitely has a good, honest taste to it that I like. And again, I'm probably going to have to try this as a cold brew. Maybe put the rest of the pot here in a cup in the fridge and let it set for later, and maybe I'll ice it. But yeah, I mean, I want to say this was maybe $8.99 for this bag, which is kind of on par for non-standardized Folgers, Maxwell House, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Not a bad coffee. A little bit of an aftertaste in between a medium and dark roast. Has some notes in there that are pretty tasty. I do think it's a little bit silly that they have like all these different coffee beans in it though, in this big blend. It kind of seems like, why? Because again, I was expecting something a little different maybe because of all the different, beans that they're talking about using. But overall, again, not a bad coffee, good little coffee, not necessarily special, but it's decent. It's a good everyday drinker that I think would make a really good cold brew. So there you go. Erie Island Coffee Company Signature Blend. If any of you have ever tried this, leave it in the comments down below. Tongue-tied there. I'd love to hear from you. And leave me any suggestions for future videos. Also, if you'd like to send anything in to be reviewed on the channel, the P.O. Box is in the description, as well as the Patreon link if you'd like to help support the channel. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great rest of your morning. See ya.